Welcome back to 5-Minute Knives. My name's Joey Two Mitts. Today, we're going to be talking about gloves. But first, let's try to sell you guys one of my custom Kydex sheaths. And we're back! Okay, hopefully you guys bought a custom Kydex sheath by emailing me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. Today, we're going to talk about mitts. We're going to talk about gloves. Okay, we get the 511, what are these? The 511 Tactile, Taclite. These are the 511 Taclite 4.0 glove. This is in a large, I believe. And they run for about $40 on 511 site. These are the StrongSuit second skin in OD green. And I found these for really cheap lately. I've been finding them on clearance. As a matter of fact, I just picked up a black set of these. You guys know I went back to work. I do security. I do private security. And I deal with some stuff. So I need decent gear. And I actually wear these at work when I'm cranky. But I just ordered a pair of these because I kind of miss them. So we're going to kind of go head to head and see which we like better. Now, these Taclite, here, let me read it. These Taclite 4.0s, they say they're touchscreen compatible. I had to do something with my gloves, and I was in the field, and I was reporting something, and I grabbed my phone, and I was having a hard time with the touchscreen, maybe due to the humidity the other night. It was very humid. Right now, they seem to be working, so take it with a grain of salt. Yes, they are touchscreen compatible, but it's really hard to finesse and type with either of these sets of gloves. But out of the two of them, it's actually easier for me with the StrongSuits than it is with the 511s. Now, concerning my crankiness, now I get a little cranky, I put these things on, and if you're dealing with a tater that's got some poo on it, or a tater with some blood, or it's trying to spit at you or something, they'll put on their latex. Me, I don't generally carry the latex, I carry these. It doesn't happen often where I have to put them on, but in my field, it's considered like almost a little aggressive to be putting on gloves like this. Like, so, you know, we're suited up, and let's say there's a hostile crowd and I start putting on these gloves. It does send a message, so you don't want to do it all the time. But sometimes it actually works to my advantage, where I'll start putting on gloves and the tater that I'm dealing with gets a little nervous and starts to comply. And it's like, well, you know, it could work or not work. But either way, sometimes I don't want to get what they got on them on me, and I'm putting on gloves. I don't care if my LT gets mad. I'm putting this on, right? So out of the two of these, which ones have I found more utility? I generally use these for the woods, and I generally use these for duty. It's just kind of how it shook out when I started working again. These have been fine. That being said, this kind of sheepskin is a little, doesn't really deal with the humidity as well. These guys, I definitely have more elasticity here. Even right now, I'm feeling definitely more on this side. I have a little bit more agency over what my fingers are doing. And as far as like the knuckles and so on, there's not a lot of padding on your knuckles. This isn't going to help you punch a tater or anything like that. But what I like to do often is I'll grab the tater. And when I grab the tater, we're going for a ride. They're going where I tell them to go. And I just don't like touching weirdos. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm kind of a germaphobe. So for me, gloves are sort of essential for the field. And if I had my druthers, if I had to pick a set to wear in the field, I mean, these are better to shoot with. I know that. I've shot with these and I've shot with these. And I just tend to have better trigger control with the StrongSuits. You guys see where I'm going with this? I like the StrongSuits in every way over the 511s, other than potentially durability. Now, these have been out in the woods several times. I've had these for a couple years now. I've had these for a couple years, and I've been using them in the field. I've noticed some fraying around the fingers here, and on these guys, not so much. And as you can see, the little leather tips are holding up quite nicely. On these guys, we have a little bit of fraying. You know, not bad. But what I'm trying to get at is $40. I found these on sale recently for like, they're on clearance for like $5. I found them for like $12 in the past. I ordered 2 pairs this time in black to use them for work. I really like the clasp a lot better. This feels a lot more comfortable in the hand. This is kind of a little strange. I almost wish this cuff came down a little bit more. It's good for like, you know, your watch. It doesn't get in the way of your watch, which is nice. But generally speaking, when I'm putting on the gloves, I slide my watch down anyway. So price, StrongSuit Second Skin wins. Comfort, StrongSuit wins. Durability, StrongSuit wins. Able to shoot your mechanism with your glove on, StrongSuit wins. Touchscreen compatible, StrongSuit is more touchscreen compatible. And price, StrongSuit wins. It's a no-brainer. Second Skin gloves, in my opinion, are superior to the 511 Tack Light in every way we can measure, especially in price. So even if these guys were close and the Tack Lights were slightly better, but the price was a lot better on the StrongSuits, I would go with the StrongSuit anyway, just because they're cheaper. And these things, we may have to throw them out after dealing with a gross tater, right? But it just so happens I find these gloves to be better anyway in every metric. So for me, for my money, I would counsel you guys to go ahead and pick up a pair of the StrongSuit Second Skin gloves. These are in large. They tend to run about the size they say. Like I could squeeze into a medium, or I can wear a large and have it be a little baggy on me. As you can see, I have wide hands, but my fingers are kind of a little bit shorter. So it puts me in a weird spot for mitts. Plus, I got into the arm wrestling. So it's made my hands a lot wider, a lot more muscular. And that's actually made my gloves fit better. So it's kind of helped me, but it also makes sizing a little weird. So my hands are kind of freakish. They're medium, large hands, but they're kind of wide and strong. So just order true to your size. If you're a medium, order a medium. They should fit you fine. That being said, I find the cuff fits a little bit better on these. I don't like how this kind of goes up. And as you can see, this is on the top. I prefer this to be on the top. A lot of guys like this on the bottom. So this way, like this doesn't get caught on something. I've never had that happen. So I just think that this is a better, easier way to get off and on. A lot of guys wish that these had like the loop that you pull. I haven't really needed that. So for me, the StrongSuits go on very, very quickly. They come off easily. They do what I need them to do. I can grab my mechanism. I don't know. I had to clear a building the other night with the mechanism, and I was using these, and I found myself readjusting my grip on my Glock mechanism several times, you know, and I was only clearing for about 20 minutes. So these are cool. They're all right. They're good for driving, I'll tell you that. But durability, they're not holding up as well as the StrongSuits, and these have seen more action out in the woods and so on. So, hey, I think it's a no-brainer. StrongSuit Second Skin gloves all day if you can find them. Snatch them up. I don't even know if they're in production anymore, but they're great, and I really like these a lot. StrongSuit, if you're listening, you can send me these for life. I'll wear them forever. So that's my 2 cents, guys. You can disagree if you want. You're more than welcome to be wrong on this issue, but for my money, the StrongSuits are better, and that's the end of it. Court adjourned. I'll see you guys next week on 5 Minute Knerfles.